Hey guys, welcome to our first video. In this video, we're gonna talk about how we met.
How we met.
Yeah, he thought like I was a hoe.
Yeah, I did. So where should we start? This is a long story on how we met. This is something that we hold tight to us. Something so special.
I'm so dead. So yeah, before he even knew who I was, I knew who he was. He used to be on TikTok, he used to make videos. He'll pop up on my For You page and I'm like, damn, who is this? I had a crush on him, but he had no idea who I was.
So let me give y'all a little backstory around this time of my life. So I was young. I was probably a freshman in high school. I was living in Mexico. So I came to the US, got on TikTok, started showing my ass. I didn't know things could happen that fast. So I was on TikTok doing what I do, doing my little thing, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of girls all over my page hitting me up. So I wasn't really worried about that, you know what I'm saying? I was more trying to get to the money, trying to grow myself, stuff like that. Let me tell y'all some crazy stuff right here. Some stuff that I still can't put together to this day because it just doesn't make sense. But you know, God doesn't always have to make sense. So I had a friend, and I knew him since like the 3rd grade before I had left the United States. We would always like kick it. I'd pull up to his house. We would go outside, go to the park. I've grown up with bro my whole life, and he went to this school that I didn't go to. His school was kind of more like on the good side of town. My school was kind of on the other side, and he Togolese. So with that being said, out of nowhere, out the blue, he gets to talking about, yo, there's this girl named Kelly. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about? He like, bro, she follow you, bro. She likes you. And at this time, he never talked to her.
Yeah, I never talked to this man a day in my life. I didn't even know we went to the same school.
So I don't know what type of world bro was living in, but somehow he knew that she liked me and he was for her. He was like pushing the relationship. Basically, he coming up to me talking about her. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? The first few times that he brought this woman up to me, I wasn't really even trying to think too much of it. I was like, man, he's just talking. He never did nothing like this in our whole relationship. And I know him over 10 years. So one day he comes up to me like, yo, Dolo, check her out. Go to her page, bro. She has you on her spam. And at that time, I'm like thinking like, what? I'm on her spam because I wasn't really even trying to look at the page. I wasn't like too involved into it. And next thing you know, I don't know how she got onto my spam, but we was on the spam together. I guess bro might have seen, maybe he looked at her spam and seen that we was following, but I could see her and I know what she looked like. Then as soon as I seen her, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need that with all strings attached. I'm looking at her and I'm just like instantly like, I'm like a little geeked up. I didn't know that she knew me. I didn't know that she liked me for real.
And y'all can't judge people based on what they post. I mean, like, you could, but that's not the whole story. He thought like I was a hoe.
Yeah, I did. I thought she was the biggest hoe. That was another reason I didn't even like reach out because I'm like, man, she probably got some guys. You know, people in high school is like hoe days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was convinced that she was a hoe, and little do I know she thought the same.
I thought his was a hoe, y'all. He on TikTok, he got all these girls, his comment section, and he give, you know, he pretty boy, playboy. So I'm like, he gonna do me wrong if I ever get the chance. But I still like them, like, you know, I was kind of conflicted.
Moral of the story from that, y'all, never judge a book by its cover. You know, I thought she was a big hoe. Then I got to know her more, and with her parents, she could not even have been a hoe.
Couldn't. My parents was the strictest parents he could ever imagine. African parents did not play, y'all. School, #1 priority. I wasn't allowed to date till I was 18, and at the time I was 16. So imagine that. They wasn't trying to even hear anything about a guy. I couldn't even bring up no guy.
Yeah, I know I'm Senegalese, but I grew up in an American household with a black dad. So things were a little different with me. I was outside, but I'm not gonna say too much about that past life. But yeah, y'all, so next thing you know, I got her on the spam, y'all. I remember one day she had posted this picture of her, y'all. I don't know what it was with this specific picture, but this picture of her looked so good, y'all, that I had no choice but to like it. I was like, I'm about to post a picture of me, you know what I'm saying? I'm match energy, you know? So I post a picture, see, boom, like it, snap, snap, it's clicking now. So I don't remember if I texted you first or if you texted me first or like how.
He texted me for sure.
Do you remember what I texted you?
He was like, hey, I see you and you look good. You look good. And I was like, oh, thanks. The conversation started like a little dry. I was really, really shy.
And then we texted. Me, I'm not that type of guy. And like, I text you, but I don't have time for that. Like, texting all day, texting my life away. That's not something that I do. We texting. And like at the time, you know, sometimes when you around that age, you so young that y'all know y'all not about to do shit. And so I didn't want to be like that. So I was down to take initiative. I'm trying to get it cracking. What's the word? It's good. What's Gucci? Basically, we go about through a week of texting. You know what I'm saying? Dry on and off. Me, I'm matching energy. And at that time, my head was a little messed up. So if you gave me 3 hours for a text back, I'm gonna give you 3. If you give me 6, I'm gonna give you 12. But in my head, I'm reciprocating energy. I'm doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? But the conversation never died. It didn't matter if it was like we talking over 2 days, we texted 3 times. Like we still getting back to each other. You know what I'm saying? Within our time into us. But a week go by, I'm like, man, tired of this shit. I'm done doing this. So I'm like, man, I'm about to ask her to go out. We gotta make this happen because there's no way that we're gonna keep doing this text and stuff. I wanna see you. I wanna see you in person. We're in a day and age. You go on Instagram, these women can look like the most beautiful thing in the world, and then you see them in person and you don't recognize them. It's not the same person. You know what I'm saying? I was still giving her faith. I didn't expect her to look exactly how she looked on Instagram because it was so good. So I'm like, man, even if she looks a little bit less than how she look on Instagram, I'm gonna still be satisfied. So the night came, and I think 2 days before this, I had left. Ghost, mysterious guy. I stopped talking to her. Then I hit her with the message, like, you wanna go on a date? And I was like, let me take you on a date. So keep in mind, I'm not no type of guy. I don't take women on dates, especially around this time. I don't have time for that. I'm about to take a woman on a date for what? Where are we about to go? Chick-fil-A. But this one right here, ever since I touched sight on her, something about her that was just, yeah, so I hit her with the let's go on a date. At first, she wasn't getting back to me, y'all.
Yo, I seen this text. My heart just dropped. I never been on a date, y'all. 16, strict parents. I never been on a date. In my mind, I'm thinking like, how am I even gonna convince my parents to let me go on this date with this guy? So I'm seeing this message. I'm like, damn, I'm happy as hell. But I'm like, no, like what? Like, I didn't even think it was gonna go this far to begin with. I'm thinking like, we about to.
Person that's next level. When you
that is next level. I'm thinking we're gonna have a text relationship, textationship, or whatever they call it. So I'm talking to my mom, like, mom, so I have a crush on this guy. My mom is like super chill, but she also like strict. My dad, on the other hand, he is you can't even like, I didn't even know how to go about that. But I had to put on my big girl pants, yo, and I pulled both of them. We was on the couch, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, I have a crush on this guy, and I really would love if y'all let me go on a date with him. My mom was like confused, and my dad was like, who? Who are you talking about? And I'm just like, I pulled out his picture. I showed him a picture of him. My dad was not fucking with it. My dad was not fucking with it. No. And he wasn't like gonna mess with it regardless. Like I could pull out anybody. It could be a white, black, Mexican. He wasn't gonna fuck with it. He don't want me to date nobody. So it wasn't even just him. It was just him being a guy. Because of that, I couldn't even go. So I had flaked on him that first time he asked me. I flaked on him and I felt so bad. I'm like up at night thinking, damn, I really like had a chance to go on a date with my crush. And because of my parents, I couldn't go. I
really feel like it was a higher power orchestrating that because at that time when I was gonna take her on a date, I swear y'all, we was about to go to Chick-fil-A. At the time, she would have been cool with it, but it just wasn't the best way I was trying to come off. First date, where he take you, girl? Chick-fil-A. And that's just not what I wanted us to be like. It was just something about her, honestly. Like, we was texting, she had explained it, broke it down to me a little bit, and like, I could see where she was coming from. I was in my room contemplating like, man, where are we gonna go from here? You know what I'm saying? She told me about her parents, what type of stuff had happened. I'm like, man, I'm about to give this another shot, but this time, I'm about to give it my big one. I'm like, where should I go? Where should I take her? Keep in mind, y'all, I like to go to do nice stuff, you feel me? But like, at that time, I'm like young. I'm like, I'm not about to take no girl so she could leave me. I'm like, normal stuff, high school, girls with you, next minute she with your bro. Forget all of that. For this woman right here, I'm about to just take my time to have a good time with her. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't talk again, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do something fun. So what I go do? Best restaurants around me. I'm scrolling, I see a place. Yeah, when I'm talking about this place is a building, on top of a building. And it has a view over the whole city. Keep in mind, we from a small city, y'all. Omaha, Nebraska, small city. This city doesn't have no views, y'all. You can go anywhere, each and every angle, you might just see a little plateau, something. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen this view, y'all, I'm like, dang, I never thought they had this where I'm from. So I'm like, man, we gotta go here. I'll go place my reservation. This was before I even had talked to her. She said that she would be down to go again. But would you have talked to me if I would have taken to Chick-fil-A? Like, what do you think our relationship would have been if I would have?
I mean, like, me personally, I had never been on a date before. So going to Chick-fil-A with my crush at the time, I probably would have been like, oh, yeah, it's cool. But I'm glad you didn't. But yo, so at the time, I like finally managed to convince both of my parents to let me go on this date. I'm like, I have to, even if I have to suffer the consequences, y'all, I'm going on a date. Keep in mind, we're from a small city. So no one to me like looked like him. No offense to the people out there, but no one looked like him to me. He looked different. He was tall, like 6'5".
You hadn't seen me yet though.
But like based
Yeah,
on
you
his
can see
pictures,
it.
yeah, I finally convinced my parents to let me go on this date, and yeah.
I got the reservation. Parents said that she could go. She told me that parents was cool with it. I'm like, it's on the flow. So I'm prepping. I get the reservation. Go order my flyest outfit that I could find. And I ordered, like, I gotta get it for this date. This date right here, gotta do my big one. I don't know why, I just wanna do my big one for her. I ain't never did this, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that type of guy. I pull up with some pajamas on and a sweater and just like, what's up? But for her, I'm like, man, we about to have a good time. She look good. I look good. Everything's good. The day comes, y'all. So this around November. It's a little cold outside. This girl has been living in the same 5-mile radius her whole life. When I'm talking about she's used to the same 6th to 8th street going down to do everything, I am not playing whatsoever. Go to school, go home, grocery store, home. And then gym. So she has not really drove around the city. We've talked on the phone. She's telling me she doesn't drive on highways. She's scared. Me, where I'm from, I'm like, man, that's not even realistic. If you don't drive on the highways, you must not be going nowhere. You about to go to the other city. The drive is about a 30-minute drive. I'm like, you want me to come pick you up? I was completely fine with picking her up.
Yo, so the furthest I've ever drove in my life was like 10 minutes, 12 tops. He sent me the location to the date.
On the date day.
And I'm like, what? 30 minutes? So I'm like, I don't know if this gonna work. I'm scared. And then at the time too, when I finally convinced my parents to let me go on a date, they telling me to not go anywhere too far. And I'm like, yeah. Telling my dad, like, we about to be a couple minutes away. Everything. Little did I know at the time, my dad, like, he had GPS system placed in my phone. He knew how to, go by the highway and stuff like that. Me, I never been on the highway. I just got my license too. I was ready to risk it all for him. Yo, when I got on that highway, I'm praying to God. I'm behind these wheels. Literally, Jesus take the wheel. And it's just so crazy. Like, I got lost.
She telling me that she's on the way. Yeah. I get there before her and I'm like, man, I'm lit. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling good. So I take my car. I go to the empty lot next door. I'm drifting the car around the snow and the ice. I'm having fun, recording videos, burning up time. Little do I know that 40 minutes have went by. I look at my phone and I'm like, you're still not here? I still haven't got the here message. So I text her, I'm like, are you here? Question mark. I'm like, did your phone die? I'm like, what's going on? You said that you were on the way. Do you need an ambulance? She like, yeah, I actually just pulled up. So I'm like, okay, bet. I'm like, forget whatever took you so long. I don't even care at this point. I get out the car. I go up to her car, open the door. She wasn't expecting me to do that, y'all. I open up the door. She step out. We look at each other in the eyes. And when I'm telling you, y'all, it was a different type of emotion. So I see her. I'm like, damn, she look good. She looked how she looked online. And I wasn't even, the amount of catfishes that we have in this world, I'm like, she's not one of them. Wow, like this is what life is about, man. We walking and I'm asking little questions, you know what I'm saying, picking her brain. And I could tell like she a little shy, you know what I'm saying? It's our first time meeting. We never seen face to face, y'all. So this is like, people on Tinder and stuff. This is, I guess, somewhat like how they be meeting. You don't know the person at all. You just link up one day and it's like, what's up?
Yo, I'm gonna just give y'all my POV of how when I got there. So I managed to get where he was, texted him that I'm here. I see him walking. Yo, when I see him walking, I'm like, tall, light-skinned man. He was dripped down too, y'all. He had on some shades. And keep in mind, our date was at nighttime, so he was trying to show off a little bit. He was
my biggest one, man.
Yeah, he definitely grown. So at the time, I think he was like 6'3". He's currently like 6'6".
So yeah, this restaurant is a big building. So we go to the bottom, yeah. And so they got like a casino at the bottom. Normally you gotta get ID to get into the casino. What do? Walk right through. It look crazy, y'all. I'm talking about red velvet seams everywhere. You got people screaming, yeah, I just won the jackpot, all types of crazy stuff. I'm like, man, I feel like I just won the jackpot. Let me go to the restaurant. Where's the restaurant? So we go to the elevator, like it's over there. We get to the elevator, boom. I'm like, dang, all these floors. When I get in the elevator, it's crazy because I'm like, me coming from this small town, I've been places, but places of these heights is a little different. The 33rd floor, y'all. Shit, the restaurant's there. It's probably in the elevator for about 4 minutes. Going up to the top. We get up there, y'all. I let her walk out first. I almost fainted, y'all. Body was looking so good. Body was looking so good, y'all. I was like, she get to walk. Whew. I had to catch up, put my arm around her. I'm like, Man, keep in mind, y'all, this restaurant is on the top of the top. Amazing view. You can't get no higher than this where we from. What do we sit down and see? The window to the view of the whole city. It was a different type of feeling. Views is great, vibes is here. Like, I don't even understand how things played out so well.
We was walking next to each other, y'all. I was so nervous. I could hear my heartbeat. He put his arm around me. I almost melted. I'm like, oh. I was so happy, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even understand. My first date, everything seemed so perfect. Y'all was giving fairy tale.
Yeah, this was a pretty nice restaurant. They really only got steak, lobster. They don't even sell fries. I look at the menu. I'm like, I don't even want this shit that y'all got on the menu. I want you. I couldn't even go to the menu, y'all. We talking and we just like getting so into our conversations and picking each other's mind that we forget to even order. The waiter has came by 2 times already. Third time he come back, I'm like, okay, let's order our food now. What do I order? Filet mignon, the lobster. I'm doing my big one tonight. I'm enjoying myself all the way tonight. And what'd you get, babe?
I usually get the same thing he does most of the time if we go to new places.
We sitting and talking, y'all, and I swear I could like feel her, something for her was just like sparking up. And I almost had to chill out because I'm like, man, we getting like two. Good to be true, because I'm like, there's no way y'all like she giving me the right answers. You know, you could go to a date with somebody and it's like, yo, so what do you like to do in your spare time? And they're like, yeah, I like to go and jump off of bridges and shit. You know, like you most random stuff. You be like, I don't think this is gonna work. But what she was saying, I'm like, man, this is something that I could do. Like, this is not what I expected. Even her voice, like just her, I didn't really know too much about her, and what I was seeing and finding, I was really liking. I had to go to the restroom, you know what I'm saying, called her homie. I'm like, yo, who I call? I told Lee's homie. I'm like, bro, you was right, bro. I'm like, my man, my love for him grew so much. So we get our food. At this time, we was getting so deep, like it was like we knew each other for years. Conversation getting spicy. I wasn't even feeling so comfortable. I served her a piece of meat. Not the way I think. I'm asking her questions. We talking about everything. And at this point, we really talked about most things. We just chilling and just going over like future and stuff like that. She telling me that she in school and all these other things. But from there, y'all, she told me something that I'd never be able to forget. You don't remember what it was? She told me she don't go to the club. She don't go to parties. She don't go out. I damn near want to put her in handcuffs. I damn near was like, yo, call your dad, call your mom. I'm taking her, because I'm like, this is almost too good to be true. A woman like this, she don't be out here like the rest of these women throwing her body around at the club, getting so drunk, she don't even remember her own name. But like, when she told me that, y'all, I was really like, man, I'm glad I was able to do this with this woman. And even if nothing comes from this right here, this was everything. This is all that it has to be, because I met a good person. It was really beautiful. From there, waiter come, check us out. At that point, we look at our last bit of the view. Now we headed back down. And it was low-key getting a little sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, this was a good time. Now we gotta go home with family and stuff, and text again. We going down. The thought had came over me at the time, and I was honestly like feeling so good about this woman. Like, it was like I had gotten to a fight within my own head for a little minute, and the thought was, what we finna do next? I don't know what it was, but I just didn't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? Kick it, chill, relax, what we about to do after this? But I was like, first date, like it went good though. I'm like, first date, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. Dolo. So we get to the bottom, and keep in mind, y'all, this stop is in my head, stuck in my head. And as soon as we get outside, y'all, you get to snowing on us. I gotta hug her so she don't get snow all up on her, because you know, she had her hair done, stuff like that. So I'm covering her, seeing the snow fall. I'm like, stick your tongue out. We was catching snowflakes on our mouth. First date, y'all. We walk into the car, and after we did that snowflake stuff, I'm telling you, then I was like really convinced, like, what we finna do now? Because I'm like, there's no way, like, we building this much of a connection first date. Like, we get to her car, I open her door, I gave her a hug, y'all. When I tell you, this hug took every thought, every last thing out of my head. So what we finna do was in the wind. And we was probably there for about 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, like, move. I pull back, grab her face, pull back in. You know what I'm saying? Give her a kiss. Yeah, when I tell you, this was the longest kiss I ever had in my life. Like, we was just getting it in right there. It was honestly breathtaking, because I'm like, man, this date was crazy. I'm thinking about nothing at the time, because I'm just so in the moment. But everything, the sequence of events and all that stuff was just unbelievable. I gave her another hug, and then I was like, text me when you get home. Y'all safe. I really had a good time with you today, and I really hope that we could do this again.
Y'all, the flashbacks are coming, y'all. This was my first date, and it was the best day I could have asked for. Like, everything was perfect. I know people be like, oh, what's your dream day? But I could have said like that was a dream day for me. I don't think I could have wanted anything more. He was such a nice guy, such a gentleman. I expected him to be like not like that at all. Like opening the door for me, talking smooth. He wasn't coming at me like no gangster. He wasn't like doing too much.
What we finna do now? What you trying to do?
Everything was so good. I was so shy in the beginning. I couldn't even talk in the beginning.
Break out that shit.
Yeah, but like he was asking good questions that like broke me out my shit. And we was talking, and it was like so good. We had amazing food. Like me, before this date, I'm used to school food, cafeteria food. My family and I don't really go out like that. Like we have a strict cook at home policy. Like we'll go out like once a month at most. I would eat akume, I eat food. And he took me to an ice restaurant where I was even able to see different stuff and like eat different stuff, and it was like real nice. The hug, yo, that hug, I felt electricity like down to my toes and in other places. Like it was just, it was damn near perfect. The kiss too, y'all. Kiss was like the best kiss of my life. Can't nothing top that for me. I didn't even really know how to kiss y'all. I'm thinking about to do a pet, but he going in for the big leagues. He going in the big league. Following his lead, and we just, everything was just flowing, y'all. It was flowing. I was just so sad that it was ending, y'all, because mentally I'm like, damn, this was perfect. Now I'm gonna go home. My day was gonna be fucked. Completely messed up. Cause keep in mind, y'all, I didn't lie to my dad that the date was close by, which it wasn't. It was crazy cause y'all, during the date, he texted me and I did not reply to that. I didn't even want to look at it because I knew once I looked at it, my whole mood was gonna be ruined and I was gonna mess up our like date, so I didn't want to look at it. So I'm thinking like, damn, I just had the best day of my life. Now I gotta go home to BS. I have to deal with my parents breathing on my neck, telling me all these things. We had kissed goodbye and everything. I almost told this man that I loved him. I didn't do that though. Cause it was like, things were too good. It's like, I felt like I knew her for so long. I'm just like, we're having this conversation. The kiss felt like, well, we might as well get married now.
I walk to the car, I get in the car. I'm like, do my jumping the joy. I'm like, yes, sir. I was feeling immaculate. I was feeling so good, man. I damn near hit my head on the roof of the car. I was like, man, she's the one. I'm like, she's the one for me. I ain't never had no experience like this. Thing was so well, and it wasn't even like I was too much trying to like make sure everything went so well. It just kind of did it on its own. I ended up going home, really just thinking about that shit all night, thinking about everything that happened. I text her, you know, you get home. She text me, let me know that she home. And yeah, y'all, that was really, the ball got kicked off. Kelly and Dolo. And here we are, somewhere far away from home. You know, I come from African and American household. They always wanted me, they say, you need to get an African woman. Getting an African woman when you grow up. I'm like, man, y'all talking about some other shit. I won't even be able to talk to an African girl. Well, my people speak Walla. I can't even speak Walla. Once I knew that she was African, like, that's a game show. I'm like, my people, I got one. Yeah, that was really the history of it all, man. You want to tell them what happened when you got home, no bit?
Yo, driving home, thinking I'm replaying the kiss in my head, replaying him in my head, thinking some crazy, nasty things. Got home, I didn't even know how to knock or let myself in. They opened the door. My mom's sitting, my dad opened the door, sat down. I was like, Kelly, I thought you said you were gonna be a couple of minutes away. I was like, yeah, no, Dad, I know. I'm so sorry. I really thought it was gonna be that, but the first location didn't work, so we had to find a different location. I'm making things up. But he really didn't care, because to my dad, if you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it, that's a problem. He was like, oh, well, you could have let me know. You drove 30 minutes, well, you've never drove. Like, what if something happened? What if something, the cop? Like, he's talking all these things, and I'm like, damn. In my mind, like, I felt bad for lying, but I also didn't, because I'm thinking I'm replaying the date. In my head, it's like, it was worth it. Cause look at this, like here we are now. So he can't even tell me that date was worthless. You know, he couldn't even be mad. He can't even be mad, Dad. Sorry, Dad. Look at this now. My mom though, she was just kind of like mad that we went too far. But once my dad was gone, she sat me down. I was like, oh, how was your day? And yeah, like that's really how stuff went down when I got home. I had texted him that I'm back, just thinking about him.
So, babe, did you ever think from that first date that we would be where we are today?
Honestly, no, because even after that date, it went good. It's like, I didn't think you would like want to talk to me again. I thought for him, it would be on to the next girl.
Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Never think y'all got it all planned out, man. When I tell you, it was months back to back that I knew that we weren't gonna be here today. I was wrong. I can honestly say that's orchestrated by a higher power. It's bigger than us, but I'm thankful to have her. And yeah, y'all never think that you got it all planned out. Never think that you know exactly how something will go. Cause I almost knew that when she made me mad, we wasn't gonna get far at all. Somehow we made it through again and again and again and again and again. So with that being said, just know that love is possible. And to always have faith in love, because love could bring your heart a lot of joy and a lot of happiness, a lot of good things, y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves it and everybody can experience it. But you just have to be willing to. You have to be able to work with your partner and the person that you with to be able to get past things. Because if we didn't get past things, we would not have got here.
Communication too, one of the biggest things, talking to each other and trying to solve things and work out our problems and forgiving and stuff like that.
And that was some of the biggest things that we had to do. Just learn to grow with each other and get past obstacles. But it's possible for everybody, y'all.
And I'm really, really, really thankful to this man. Because I know I put him through a lot. But he also put me through some hell. It was like nothing crazy bad, but it's things where it's like we didn't think we was like gonna get past or work through, but we did, and here we are now, better than ever, loving each other.
But yeah, y'all, so that's the story on how we met. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more.
Yep. We'll be back, y'all, and we appreciate everybody. Stay tuned. Watch the video to the end, man. And we're gonna end this off with the kiss. Love you, babe.
Love you too, babe.